A slow swoop, a gentle pan, a camera gliding through the air, producing crisp, high-definition video of this private estate. But this shot, a mere feet from the building, is too close to be from a helicopter or a plane. This is aerial footage that could have only come from a drone. It's the size of some remote control helicopters and weighs less than 2 pounds. Victoria photographer Russ Heinel says unmanned aerial vehicles like this one are the way of the future.
And rise up. There we go, up. And there's my shot. They estimate that by the end of this decade, there will be about 30,000 aerial drones or UAVs over American airspace. I mean, that's huge. They're everywhere.
He says one of the biggest markets for these drones is military law enforcement. As for Russ, he's using his to take his snapshots to new heights. Russ has been an aerial photographer for most of his career. He's published 14 books, has done 5 aerial films, and has thousands of hours of flight time under his belt. But he says in today's economy and with today's technology, helicopter shoots are becoming a way of the past.
My helicopter bills can be huge. The machines that I use range in price of $1,200 per hour up to sometimes $1,800 per hour.
As for the Draganfly, it ranges in price from $15,000 to $33,000. A little too expensive to be considered a toy, but for Russ, it's a more affordable tool in the long run.
What I'm going to do is we're doing video today.
Loaded with a GoPro, Russ took us for a flight on the training grounds in central Saanich. Even on quiet farmland, there's still a few rules for commercial drone operators to follow. The first is getting permission from Transport Canada every time Russ goes flying.
So they look at where you are, what's going to happen, your altitudes, the conditions, and if it's deemed as being safe and acceptable.
But Russ doesn't mind. With this small machine, his business has grown. On top of his traditional tourism and real estate market, he's now working with engineers and the government to document stuff like pollution and road construction.
The list of applications for the UAV goes way beyond what I would have used in the past for a normal helicopter because it's affordable, it's small. Okay, I'm just going to bring it over here a little bit. I'm tilting it, and we're coming down.
With 2 decades of aerial photography in his back pocket, Russ hopes he can stretch his career for another 20 years, but this time in the era of the drone. Reporting in central Saanich, I'm Muranetz.